Welcome to the presentation for Chapter 7, Section 2, Eukaryotic Cell Structure. Please remember to fill in the note pages for your interactive science notebook, and as always, feel free to pause the video as needed to complete those notes and get all of the information. Okay, let's start with a little learning objective review from the last section that we covered. This is for Chapter 7, Section 1. There is nothing for you to write in your notes. This is just a quick review of the information we covered for Section 7.1. The first question asks, what is the cell theory? Well, the cell theory states that all living things are created from cells. The cell theory also states that cells are the basic unit of structure and function. And the cell theory also states, for the third thing, that all cells are created from existing cells. The next learning objective review question for Section 7.1 is, how do researchers explore the living cell? And they do this by using those microscopes, and a lot of times it's very high-powered electron microscopes that help to see lots and lots of good details. The last question for review is, what is the difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes? And if you recall, a eukaryote has a nucleus and a prokaryote does not. So for this section, for Section 7.2, the learning objectives we're going to go over will be describe the function of the cell nucleus and describe the function of the major cell organelles. And also identify the main roles of the cytoskeleton. So on to the eukaryotic cell structure. Structures within the eukaryotic cell that perform important cellular functions are known as organelles. Now there are dozens of these organelles within a cell, but we are only going to focus on 6 of these organelle structures. Cell biologists do divide the eukaryotic cell into 2 major parts, the nucleus and the cytoplasm, and we will cover those individually. So here's what a plant cell looks like. It's kind of an artist's drawing, of course. This isn't what a real one would look like, but this is kind of an illustration where you get the different structures inside there. So we have the nucleus, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, the rough endoplasmic reticulum, cell wall, cell membrane, chloroplast, vacuole, mitochondrion, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, another kind of ribosome, and the nuclear envelope. We are not covering all of these, remember, so this is just to give you an information. Here's an animal cell. A good thing to know is that a plant cell looks different than an animal cell. So in an animal cell, we have the nucleus, just like the other before. We also have the nuclear envelope, rough endoplasmic reticulum, the centrioles, mitochondrion, Golgi apparatus, ribosome, cell membrane, a different ribosome, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, that is it for the note section. Now, we are going to be doing something just a little bit different. You will be getting the learning objectives review in class with me later this week, and we will also be going over individually each one of the 6 separate organelles. So this is a very short note section, but we will be adding information to it, but this is all that you need to do on your own at this time. So make sure that you have all of this information written down. There shouldn't be a whole lot of it, and keep it handy for when we do our notes in class the next time. That's it for now. Put your stuff away and move on to your next activity. Thanks. See ya.